Welcome back to the Great Movie Ride, Imagineers. Thanks to our friends here at Manhattan Beach Studios, you were able to shoot that last scene across the Pacific on the continent of Australia. Taking full advantage of the shoot anywhere, shoot anyplace technology the volume offers, the producers look forward to where your creativity leads us for our next scene. With an extended shoot on the last scene and still one more scene to film here on the West Coast, this place is starting to feel a bit like home as we're fully settled in. Home. Such a powerful word and a bedrock of human society. It can mean and be many things to different people. Home might be the suburbs, an uptown apartment, a camper, nothing but a suitcase and hotels around the world, or a motorcycle and the open road and beyond. It's also a topic the Disney company has tackled in numerous fashions from its earliest days, both in and out of the theme parks. Walt Disney's original visions for the experimental prototype community of tomorrow and what a master planned city could become was maybe a bit impractical, but a fascinating and forward-thinking look into the future. While it never came to fruition, it did lead to various elements of inclusion around the Disney World Resort and nuggets here and there within several attractions. Epcot, though, would not be Disney's final foray into planning a community. Not far from the theme parks that dominate Walt Disney World, work began in the 90s on a master planned community that would become Celebration Florida. While nothing like the ideas for Epcot, it showed Disney's willingness, at the time, to look back to their founder and his desire for a Disney planned community. They would eventually divest control of the town, but they weren't done with their housing ambitions, leading to the creation of Golden Oak in 2010, an upscale collection of homes situated within the resort. This new development, while grand on the home size and prices, not so much on the community aspect. Flash forward to present day, and the Disney company is at it again with maybe their most ambitious, outside of Epcot, housing plans yet. Catino, a story living by Disney community, has been announced and recently broke ground in Rancho Mirage, California. Not much is known about this master plan community and what's in store beyond numerous pieces of concept art, a highlight reel video, some recent street layouts, and mentions from Disney execs and Imagineers. It will be a fascinating watch to see what Disney's newest iteration of community becomes, how much the Disney brand is included, and what, if any, the innovations they make for this new venture. Before we get into our challenge, let's check out our feature film for this week. The Burbs. Released in 1989 by Universal Pictures, this comedy capped off a busy 1980s for lead Tom Hanks after his roles in Splash, Bachelor Party, The Money Pit, Big, and many others. As the title would suggest, the story finds Hank's character in suburbia, leading a somewhat normal life until a new and strange neighbor piques his interest. What follows is a dark and funny adventure as Hanks and neighbor buddies seek to find out what exactly is going on at the Klopeks after they hear weird noises and see an oversized garbage bag and late-night digging going on in the backyard. Suspecting them as murderers, the film follows the suburban crew as they seek to prove their theory correct, and zaniness ensues. With appearances by Bruce Dern, Rick Ducommun, Carrie Fisher, and Corey Feldman, an oddball and fitting movie, which leads us into our challenge for this week. All this talk about Disney's history with communities, its new story-living venture, and our feature film The Burbs makes the producers wonder what your studio could do if given the task of creating the next great Disney master plan community. Where would you put it? What type of community would you create? What amenities and features would you include? So that is your challenge for this week, Imagineers. Design the next Disney master plan community to follow up on Story Living by Disney's first, Catino. The type of community, design, activities, layout, technical advances, Disney branding, and more that you do or don't include is entirely up to you. As Disney looks to make a continued push with this Story Living brand beyond Catino, we're looking to you to create something that will stand as a banner accomplishment for the company from a creative perspective, and importantly, entice people to live there. And as we're filming this in the volume, any location around the world is open for development. And with that, Scene 8 is underway. The project is due Sunday, July 31st at 11:59 p.m. Disney World time. You have your script and your shot list. Stay on budget. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Imagineers.